Greetings, everyone. Welcome to our podcast, and this is Mohammed Mubeen.
And this is Masood and
And today we have a very new guest, and this is our probably the third podcast you'll be listening to. And today we have a very new guest that would be talking about a very technical stuff, and he will be talking about something that is really emerging right now.
So we have Martin, the co-founder of Blockchain at HKU.
Yeah,
And he's a blockchain enthusiast and he loves the technology.
yeah,
He's willing to share some insights
he's actually
about
the go-to guy if you want to know about blockchain, and then if you're planning to actually invest into blockchain, so he's particularly the go-to guy you can consult to. So how about Martin? You introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi guys. Thank you for listening to this podcast. I'm very happy to be here today talking with Masood and Mubeen. And yeah, I guess hopefully through this podcast, everyone can learn a bit more about what our club is, what we do, and then maybe some more details on the blockchain or crypto side.
Yeah. So as you are the founder of Blockchain at HKU, one of the most curious questions that most of the listeners or most of the people that I meet has really ask about Blockchain at HKU Club is that how did you come up with the idea?
Actually, back in 2021, the summer of 2021, I was introduced to blockchain and crypto crypto first, by one of my seniors in high school. And like the way he described it just makes me very curious into all the industry. And then, and also as a teenager, you'd be happy when you see the coin go up and down, feel like a roller coaster and stuff. So then I started to immerse myself in the rabbit hole, and I thought, what if we form a club inside this university, and then we have students we can help students to engage with some companies and stuff. Everyone likes to have a good career, right? So I just had that idea and say, why not? Let's do it. So I found the club and find people.
So I just a question came up to my mind. So what is about the blockchain at HKU?
So yeah, we try to host events like. Recently, we did some workshops with some blockchain builders in Hong Kong. We also do some talks with some hedge fund managers on investing in crypto and stuff. So basically, involving investing and also technology.
Yeah, and as far as I remember, this is the first club in Hong Kong, especially in university, in terms of blockchain, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So how was the response from other universities? Did other universities try to follow your footsteps?
Oh yeah, true. There's now one in UST, but I'm sure with me and Masood as both as the co-founder of this club, I'm sure we're unstoppable.
Yeah. Hopefully, let's hope for the best, and hopefully this our entire society will boom and will be very much adjusting to the boom that's in Hong Kong, that is really much related to blockchain and cryptocurrency and all this stuff.
Yeah, so let's talk about the blockchain a bit, right? Let's move out from the club for the time being. So as you like blockchain, and so what is the most fascinating thing or most enthusiastic thing that you?
How do we actually, in fact, introduce blockchain? In fact, how did your senior actually introduce you to blockchain?
So to answer your question, your answer is very good. So how can what is it about blockchain that I'm interested about? So. First is about this is being an emerging industry. So I'm sure you guys as a CS student, you would know that Web3 or crypto companies, they tend to pay the developers very well.
Yeah, that's so true.
That's a very strong incentive in itself already. And as for me, what I really like about or I enthusiastic about blockchain is that specifically on the lower stream, on the further application like NFTs. I think it's going to be a game changer because, for NFTs, let me give you an example. So when I was small, I really enjoyed playing FIFA.
Yeah, me too.
Football game.
Yeah,
man, on PlayStation 3 and stuff, or mobile. Man, that was really fun. But the problem is, every year, every season, EA would introduce a newer version of FIFA. And basically, all the hard work I've done last year. So I spent 3 hours a day grinding the players, Messi, Ronaldo.
Things suck literally.
Yeah, and those players at the end they will be wiped out. So with NFT, actually, if you grind the card, you can actually keep it in your wallet, and theoretically you stay forever.
Wow.
So it
Exactly.
actually rewards me far more better than what EA has done to me.
That's a good example.
Yeah, you gave a very good example because that thing used to hit me hard more than the Windows update itself. So it was something used to hit me hard really much and just like
Yeah,
something that I can relate to very well.
but many of our listeners can relate to that thing.
Yeah,
So, like, apart from that, like, as you're the founder of the blockchain club, so do you yourself invest in blockchain or cryptocurrency or NFTs?
so yeah, what's your blockchain profile?
Oh man, not
Do you
invested.
want to share with the
Yeah, I do want to share with that.
Honestly, okay, actually, contrary to what people think, I'm not a very active trader. To be fair, what I like to do is just dollar cost average, the major ones, so like Ethereum, Bitcoin,
Yeah,
like Solana, stuff like that. And I also I just hold because I realize when I actively trade, I actually lose more than I win.
because what I actually consulted to a lot of people, and I actually am really interested in blockchain as well because whenever I talk to people, they like say that 90% of crypto is in fact garbage currency. It's a scam. So there's just a tiny bit of chunk, that tiny 10% of it, of the chunk that's investable. That is something that you can invest, and that includes like Ethereum, that includes like Bitcoin and these sort of currencies that actually come. Otherwise, if you're literally investing on Dogecoin or something, it might peak up at some time, but like there would be a very big fall, and that fall is literally not really predicted. So, like, do you count blockchain, that cryptocurrencies, as predictable currencies or something that would be long lasting in future? Because nowadays we see like literally crashes in the market.
So if I summarize his question, he's just trying to ask that, do you think that blockchain or the cryptocurrency would replace the fiat currency, the currency that we hold,
Yeah.
the paper money?
Yeah. Okay. So very good question. Yeah. Thanks for your question. I think just one word or one sentence to summarize. I think crypto is here to stay. Maybe it won't. I don't think it will replace the traditional finance system or like fiat money because I think now crypto is like a very big social experiment. So, so basically, if you think about it deeply, crypto is not really backed by anything. If you think U.S. dollar, it's backed by U.S. military,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And then Hong Kong dollar is backed by it's like
Hong Kong government and
multi-trillion
budget.
dollars in the
In the foreign reserves.
authority. Yeah, exactly. So crypto is like a really huge social experiment, and then the problem with is that everyone can make a token. You can make a token with your coding skill, but then it will have no utility.
Yeah, so in your entire thing that you mentioned it as a social experiment, like how did you actually came up to this term? Like if it's a social like experiment, like is it more reliable right now? Like do people have to invest in this thing? Like does
I think what like it's not like people have to invest in this. I just think that, for example, like one of the use case of for crypto is like DeFi, right?
yeah, DeFi,
So,
like decentralized
like,
applications?
What's with DeFi is that it gives you an alternative to traditional finance. So you, for example, if you wanna get a loan, if you wanna get a loan, cross border and stuff,
Yeah,
and also like without the time limit. So for example, banks don't work in weekends
Yeah.
and stuff like that. With DeFi, you can go around these loopholes
yeah,
of the
exactly.
traditional finance system, and then you can do something about
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Like DeFi is something like a virtual bank. So it's like for even for the like listeners, DeFi actually is more like a decentralized application. You make your own virtual bank. You actually add your money inside it, and people lend it, and you get that interest, and then that's how you actually make up money. So like DeFi, it's actually like backed up by Ethereum, right? Ethereum. There are like two major currencies. That's called Ethereum and Bitcoin. How do we compare both of them? Like Ethereum, I know because I worked with smart contracts, I worked with Solidity and these sort of programming languages. Ethereum is mainly used in that. Bitcoin, what I've heard about Bitcoin is mostly used for trading or something. If there's a very big crash in the market, people just put the Bitcoin value and the Bitcoin price on internet. So how do we compare Ethereum and Bitcoin together?
Okay, so what you raised is a good point, but I wanna emphasize that DeFi is not only limited to Ethereum. So actually, DeFi is just like a broad term. So decentralized finance, right? It can be on different systems or different
Yeah.
chains, right? So yeah, that's one thing. But like you mentioned how to distinguish Bitcoin and Ethereum. So actually, they are quite different, to be fair, because Bitcoin
Agree.
it's like something special. Bitcoin was developed as like actually a peer-to-peer transaction, like transfer system, but
Yeah.
Ethereum is built specifically to scale, to build
Yeah.
applications on top. It's more like the Ethereum blockchain is, instead of a transaction system, it's more like it's called layer one. So basically, on top of the layer, you can build applications such as like DeFi, like trading platforms. You can build like NFT trading platforms, marketplace, or all kinds of applications on top of the blockchain. But I don't think you can. It's not as easy to build on top of Bitcoin, the Bitcoin blockchain.
Yeah, so what I got from you like is Ethereum is like is something that is used to automate like financial activities or something like that. It's more like a major block or something like that, or some system that can actually help you to like automate the financial activity that actually happen in the real world in a virtual world. So it's more like that, and blockchain is more like a wallet. You get the money. That's just plus addition stuff thing happening in the blockchain thing. It's more like wallet. You get that money, you just send it, give it to them. You don't make a system out of blockchain.
Okay. Well, part of what you say is actually right, but I think the maybe I should like clarify a little bit. Yeah. So blockchain, it's the technology, like the base technology, and
Yeah.
then with blockchain, what's good is that you can have a decentralized system that acts like a accounting purpose. Like you track everyone's data. You track, so for every block, it records the data, like the inflow and outflow of all the data. So essentially you don't have to rely on a middleman.
So we can say that with the term blockchain, it doesn't like stop at cryptocurrency. Blockchain has a diverse context. It can be
Yeah.
NFTs, it can be smart contracts,
It's
it can be other applications. Like it can
literally
blockchain can be used in medical applications or
Yeah,
like other
it's
things as
literally an
well.
open world in front of you. It's just explore it. It's
So
something really buzzword.
it's a buzzword, but like, yeah. Apart from that, like what like in the past few months, there's a quite a hype of NFTs.
yeah, absolutely.
So what do you think about NFTs, or like what are NFTs? You can say.
Okay, so yeah, what you said about hype is so right, man. The hype is so strong, it's crazy. It's like everyone has FOMO,
Yeah,
right? But it's not that good, so now you see it's flopped.
it's flop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why
but
what I'm saying. What's the reason behind it? Like, why it
yeah,
hyped and why it crashed?
but NFTs are actually very useful. Actually, I think, to be fair, I think NFTs are probably one of the easiest thing the general public or like the traditional companies would accept compared to cryptocurrency, because what NFT does is that, so basically with the uh with the with the how do you say, with blockchain,
Mm-hmm.
the special thing is that like the NFT inside of blockchain is that every token that issue is like special, so cannot be copied, cannot be divided, so it's just one of a kind in the world, so only
Yeah.
one on the chain. So what that enables is that it enables a lot of like stuff, like for example ticketing. You can
Mm-hmm.
ensure there's no fake tickets.
Yeah, that's a good
Absolutely.
application. Yeah,
Yeah, and also yeah, for maybe collectibles.
like art.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it ensures that uh as long as the chain is not hacked or like damaged, then the then everyone would know from the data
Mm-hmm.
that what you hold is the one and only one stuff that is in control by you
Okay.
through the NFT.
I see. So and what about smart contracts? Like how they are different from NFTs?
Okay, smart contract and NFT are not like the same thing.
Yeah, they're literally two opposite worlds. Like
Yeah, yeah.
So what's the difference? Like what's the main difference?
Yeah, so okay, so it's kind of related, you're right. So like smart NFT, so for example, to mint an NFT, you can build a smart contract. So like basically the way it's like you interact with the website or like the marketplace, for example, OpenSea, for example.
Yeah.
So you go on the website, you interact with the site, and then the smart contract behind like the back end will receive your transaction request and then connect with your wallet. And then once you do some specific steps, you got past that prerequisite, then the smart contract will execute by itself without the need of middlemen. It will transfer you the NFT that you just minted.
Yeah,
That's
so it's like
faster.
literally automating the entire transactional process.
Yeah.
Once you're done with the work, the smart contracts would be like transferring out the money to you. So it's something that's developed on Solidity and something.
I see.
Yeah.
And you're talking about like mining thing as well.
Yeah.
It's like I have a couple of friends who do Bitcoin mining. So like, what do you think? Like for Bitcoin mining, you need a good hardware, you need a good GPU,
Yeah, a
like
very
mine
good
stuff,
system,
and
to
like
be honest.
and mostly the laptops or the good computers that do the mining, they overheat a lot and they use a lot of electricity. So did you ever try mining, or do you have a friend who tries mining and hates it, or like do you recommend someone to do mining?
No, man, mining. Is your friend rich?
Yeah,
He's not that rich,
but this
but
is
like, but he does it like he has free electricity,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
so it doesn't have to pay the electricity bills.
Yeah.
So his laptop is running 24 hours for
is,
7.
he, is he doing in the halls right now?
I don't know whether we should tell it or not,
He
but like,
probably would die of heat stroke.
Yeah.
like what I thought, like we live in halls, right?
Yeah.
So we don't have to pay electricity bills.
What the
Oh.
hell, man?
So if we do mining in the halls,
That's a particular pure scam thing we could do.
Wow. Okay, so when I started learning Bitcoin mining, it's already not for the common people. But if I started 10 years earlier, then I would have been probably a
millionaire.
yeah,
I would be a
billionaire. I have to
We
correct
would be sitting with a millionaire somehow.
yeah. But yeah, the problem is, but Bitcoin mining consumes a lot of electricity. That's
Yeah.
actually true because it's proof of work and stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly why it's been criticized a lot. This technology is being criticized just because of the mining thing. Because people criticize that if we make this if we like normalize this entire technology, it will increase the amount of Bitcoin mining, and that would be really dangerous for the environment. That's why it's actually been really
I
criticized.
never thought about that thing.
Yeah,
That's,
this thing is really criticized as well because of the mining part.
I see. And yeah, I need to ask another question. I'm just curious. Like, you are from finance background as well. You study economics. So do you study a lot of stocks as well? So do you prefer investing in a blockchain, investing in crypto to be like precise, or investing in stocks?
Should I invest on stocks or Bitcoin?
To be fair, it depends on your risk management, of course, and then your knowledge towards the items.
So what's your preference?
My preference, honestly, because when I started learning about crypto, I was just like a freshman. So I'm also not very informed about stocks. So if you have to say knowledge-wise, I might go with crypto.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, that's-
because the crypto guys are like 500% invest on crypto. Don't go for stocks. Crypto,
Obviously, he's a founder of
Yeah,
Blockchain Club, and
exactly.
he works with blockchain, so he has
yeah,
some insights, right?
yeah, some insights.
I hope so.
Yeah,
So do you think like is it the right time to invest in blockchain right now, in crypto right now?
What's your prediction about the blockchain
Current
market?
market, like currently it's down.
Yeah, it's
I-
currently down. It's like
As not financial advice, but I suggest everyone to learn more before.
yeah, exactly.
And
You need
especially
to learn
now, it's the bear market.
more. Yeah,
I don't think it's the best time to invest too much. You know,
yeah, but like, how about putting part of your income inside blockchain?
Like what I see, the blockchains, the cryptocurrencies are going downwards.
Yeah.
The dip. So what I believe, like when you invest in a dip, you can earn a huge profit.
yeah,
So it's like
isn't it more like a parabola or something?
like
There's-
dip and earn.
I think so. I'm not a prophet, so I think I cannot. I
Come on,
cannot predict dips, but in this market, I guess the best thing is to do is to DCA, dollar cost
Yeah.
average. Yeah, just avoid any all in by all costs. I believe
Yeah.
in this bear market, because you won't know what will happen. You will
Yeah,
drop
you
half
won't-
again.
So from here, I have another question. Like these bitcoins and Ethereum and the cryptocurrency in general are so volatile, right?
the entire
So
currency is right
why is it like this?
Yeah, how
Why would someone like me
Yeah.
would invest in a volatile investment and not in gold, which is more stable, right?
Yeah,
for a currency that is literally influenced by some random guys like Elon Musk's comments about something.
And
Some-
the Bitcoin drops.
yeah, there's some random guy from US who just makes some comments about things, and there's some drops, and the
So-
entire market has fluctuations inside it.
So why should I invest in Bitcoin? Or why is it volatile?
So
To be
I think
precise.
there could be some reason behind its volatility. Um, to be fair, I like what you said about Elon Musk. That's basically market manipulation.
Yeah.
If it's in stocks, then he's going to jail.
Yeah.
I think the problem is that crypto is still like a wild west type, so not enough regulation. People, the whales, going up and down before or after someone speak about something. That's not a healthy sign. But I guess it is what it is. Like, to be fair, if you want to invest in it, I'd say, since institutions are also buying in, right? So they are essentially becoming the new whale in crypto. So, I mean, if Goldman Sachs, like Morgan Stanley, believes in Bitcoin, let's say, then
Like,
maybe
so I can
maybe you
give
can
you
also study.
I can give you a bit of insight then. Like, I have a couple of people in banks, and some of the people that I know who work in banks, and according to those people, like most of banks, like big banks like JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, even Credit Suisse and Goldman Sachs, they are moving towards blockchain. They're not moving towards crypto, to be honest. They're moving towards blockchain technology itself.
Blockchain as a technology.
So they are trying to get the technology
Yeah, the smart
and implementing in
contracts
their
and
own
stuff.
finance system.
Yeah,
So-
they're building everything on Solidity and stuff like that on Ethereum, basically. So I'm literally expecting Ethereum to go above Bitcoin. Literally, at one certain point, it will go above, because as a technology, this has some huge scope inside it. It will actually revolutionize the entire financial market in the coming decade or something.
I see.
That's really right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So apart from that, like, let's talk a bit about club as well. Like, so are you guys planning any like new events in the coming semester, like in the coming year?
Well, actually, yeah, that's a good question raised. Actually, we have a competition in this summer. So like late August, we have a competition in Cyberport. It's
that's
gonna
cool.
be yeah,
Yeah, that's
Especially those who are in
cool,
Hong
fact.
Kong, man.
Yeah, that's a
actually-
very good point.
yeah, it's actually pretty good. I'd say it's probably a good starting point for anyone, especially CS students, to get their start in blockchain development or like Web3 development and stuff. For details, you can find Masood actually.
Yeah, like I usually head the tech
Yeah.
side.
There's a lot of pretty locally famous blockchain or crypto oriented companies. Some are pretty nice. So
Yeah.
if you guys want the opportunity, you can feel free.
Yeah,
It's particularly a very good experience, as well as a very good learning path. Like, in fact, if you want to learn, if you're a newbie and you want to learn and can get into blockchain, you want to in fact, even before investing, you need to actually learn about the entire technology, how it works. So it's a very good starting point for someone who wants to get into the blockchain thing.
Another thing that I want put forward to my listeners is that blockchain at HKU is looking forward to like recruit more developers, especially in Solidity.
Yeah.
So if you are willing to like join our club,
Yeah, exactly.
and don't be shy, because like we are not restricting our club to HKU, right? We are like trying to expand it to HKU, SV, PolyU, CDU, even internationally. So if you guys are willing to be a part of our club and want to like develop something with us, so yeah, feel free to like email us or talk with us. And Martin and Masood is always there to help you out, right?
And also, I think that just maybe one more incentive to add, like, as an emerging industry, I'm sure like web. I know recently because of the bear market, there's been layoff and stuff. You might have heard that, but the thing is, like, working in this emerging industry will only gain you the best advantage you have towards your banking peers, because honestly, a lot of people have complained. They go to banking and they find their life like completely miserable. They're losing their life target, life goals and stuff, not working on what they really enjoy. And
Exactly.
if you are looking to, not to say change the world, but if you're looking to build something that people actually will use instead of only sitting in the corner of Goldman Sachs, and maybe you should consider joining us.
Yeah, that's so true.
And it's the it's the need of the time right now, because the age, the digital age that we're actually progressing in. If we don't like know about the technology, if you don't gather the information and learn about the programming, as a digital nomad or something like that, we would be a digital illiterate at that particular time. So that's something. It's the need of the time. It's the need of the hour, because you need to learn things before it gets implemented, because like 5 or 10 to 20 years after this time, you'll be like, Bitcoin is literally everywhere. You won't be even recognizing that you're using Bitcoin in certain applications or something. You're using the cryptocurrencies and the blockchain technology in certain application, and you won't even recognize that you're using that thing. So this is something really important, and it's actually needed in this current age. And it's not even necessary being a CS student or anyone, literally anyone from arts can actually learn, because my entire experience about blockchain was literally through learning from online YouTube material and stuff. I learned the entire Solidity stuff just because there was a random course that popped up into my YouTube recommended feed, and started learning that, and then I started creating those applications, and somehow actually learned that. So in this actually particular age, it's quite easy to learn, and especially when there are events like that, like one of the event that is actually being organized by Blockchain at HKU. If you participate in such events and take online courses, you can actually learn a lot about blockchain.
Well, apart from I was listening to you, or how did you learn like blockchain and the Solidity? Like Martin had the same experience. He learned about cryptocurrency through a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, White War Crypto.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the most comprehensive.
Yeah, I do watch his videos a lot.
Yeah.
So what other resources do you use to learn about cryptocurrency and blockchain?
I also use, actually, I would recommend everyone to get used to Twitter, and then also Discord. Because these two are basically
Discord is literally the main platform for the promotion of your for the cryptocurrencies. You need to get.
Yeah, you're right. But as for knowledge or hard knowledge, also like some market news, I'd suggest Twitter. It's where everyone hangs out. Yeah. And it's the most important tools you would use.
Yeah.
Yeah. And apart from that, let's go talk about something else, like related to Bitcoin. So there's a little bit of fear among people that they don't want to invest in Bitcoin, or it wouldn't stay for a long time. So what are the common misconceptions that you have come across related to Bitcoin?
Well, actually, about Bitcoin, let's say one thing that I will notice one interesting misconception towards Bitcoin is that I've heard people thinking that Bitcoin was actually developed as a form of digital gold.
Wow.
But it's actually not really that case, because the initial intention of Bitcoin when it was created by Satoshi Nakamoto is a peer-to-peer transfer system on the blockchain. So and its initial goal was to allow micropayments without the use of middlemen, so banks essentially. So they enable a peer-to-peer transfer system without the banks and stuff. So you can transfer a tiny bit of money, so even 0.1 of a cent, to someone in Salvador, for example, from Hong Kong to Salvador, right? So with banks, that 1 cent would have been, the 1 cent that you want to send from Hong Kong to El Salvador would be useless, because the bank fees incurred, the middleman fees incurred, would be already greater than the 0.1 cent that you're looking to send. Right?
Yeah.
So that was his intention, and now things have slightly changed.
So the main objective and now the practical use is very different.
Okay,
it's taken as an investment material. You just invest money in that thing.
And another thing that I want to ask on behalf of new investors in blockchain, that how do you actually invest in blockchain? What's the procedure? How do you buy Bitcoins and trade it out?
Yeah, about trading crypto, I'd say if you are beginner, then a bit like me last year, I guess a centralized exchange would do. So something like FTX or Binance, Kraken, stuff like that. Open an account, and depends on your need, you might want to do KYC, and then a lot of these exchanges now actually allows fiat payments. So you can actually, well, not suggested, but you can buy with credit card, or you can buy with the like the P2P system. So
Okay.
so you transfer fiat to someone, and they transfer you
Bitcoins.
crypto, through
Yeah.
the exchange. Yeah, that
I
would be the
see.
way to go.
Okay, so that's how we can start it out.
Apart from that, like there's a term called custodial. So do you know what's the difference between custodial and non-custodial wallets?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, that these technical terms always seem to put
Yeah,
people off.
like when I saw the term, I was like, what's this? I don't know. But
it seems so scary.
Yeah.
But it's basically with wallets. So if you have opened something like a MetaMask, you will know that they would give you a 12-word seed phrase. So seed phrase is basically very important to you in crypto because it stores every data you have inside the wallet. So with custodial wallet, basically it means that the organization would get hold of your seed phrase. So for example, if you open an account on Binance, then whatever crypto you buy on the account that you have on Binance, all the crypto and the seed phrase is actually in the hands of Binance instead of inside you. So the thing is that everyone knows that Binance is quite safe, right?
Yes, sir.
But like there's also a chance that with these custodial wallet is that if Binance one day goes bankrupt or like just disappears, so the CEO just gone, take your money and gone, then without the seed phrase, you would never get the crypto inside Binance back.
Yeah.
So it's actually suggested that you use non-custodial wallet because one example is MetaMask. So if you have the MetaMask, right, you obviously have your seed phrase with you, and then with that seed phrase, you can lose whatever. You can lose the account, like you can lose your computer where you store the crypto. But if you have, as long as you have the seed phrase,
you can access it from mine.
Exactly, you can access it anywhere in the world. Like one of the extreme cases that, for example, if you're in war, right, and then you can't bring your computer away, you can actually write down a seed phrase, bring it over the border, and then find somewhere safe. And
that's an intense example.
Yeah, activate your crypto. That would be
very much applicable to the real life scenarios nowadays. So how do we create custodial or non-custodial? Like you talked about the custodial one, you can create it with Binance. Like how do we create the non-custodial wallet? Are there certain platforms?
The most popular one is obviously MetaMask. So on Ethereum blockchain as well, as you keep mentioning, like Ethereum stuff. That's why that's how you can see that Ethereum is the most prominent like blockchain in the world right now, and the most popular cryptocurrency. So with MetaMask, you go onto the site, and then it's actually pretty simple. It's a web-based wallet. So use Chrome or whatever browser you have.
Actually, he has an account at MetaMask.
Yeah.
And he just makes fake smart contracts and Ethereum coins.
I just use some random fake.
Making like Solidity and stuff.
That's good.
To use Solidity. In fact, I have literally never invested any sort of money in Ethereum, so I use that thing.
That's actually really good because
to just replicate everything.
Yeah, it's a good thing because it allows developers like you to build something on top, try something out. You don't have to be really very intense like tech person. You can also do it.
Yeah,
it's a good thing.
So I think we are already at the end of our podcast. So any other advices to our listeners, or any other last messages that you want to give about the blockchain club, or do you want to give them about Bitcoin itself or blockchain itself?
Well, I think today we go through quite a lot of information for beginners. You guys asked really good questions. Explain to everyone. I think it's good.
Yeah.
I think the last piece of advice I'd give to anyone is that I imagine that crypto and also blockchain would be disrupting a lot of industries in the next 20 years or so. So I think it's really good that if you're still a university student, even though you will not work in the industry, you should take a look and learn about the new developments and stuff.
Exactly.
So it will do no harm to you, right? It's just
Always keep up
learning
to
some
date.
new stuff.
learn
Keeping
things
yourself up
too.
to date.
Yeah, keep your stuff.
Yeah, and also if you're in HKU, then feel free to find like me and Masood or like
Especially the blockchain club at HK,
Yeah,
right?
in fact, I have also joined the blockchain club, even though I've not yet worked a lot with them, but just recently. So yeah,
Yeah. So I'll put the link for the blockchain club in the description as well.
you guys want to
And if you
find us.
want Martin's contact, so
Yeah.
I can.
find Masood.
Yeah,
Oh, that's fine.
yeah,
That's
you
easy.
guys can contact us about the
Yeah.
blockchain club, and we'll be guiding you off with that.
So I think that's all from our side for today's podcast.
Thank you guys for inviting me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
it was our pleasure, man.
so that's all from us. This is Mohammed Mubeen and Masood, as well as Martin, signing off. So take care of you, take care, and see you. See you in
ya.
another podcast
Hopefully next week.
next week. Okay.